Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with tonight's edition of 90 Day Oy Vey. This is part two, guys. There is so much tea, my cup is overflowing. So, in this edition of Oy Vey, I will continue about Danielle hopping on Johan's IG and demanding her divorce. She went live today, so we're going to continue that a bit. And Usman lies in bed with the devil. Damn, Usman. Let's hop right into this, guys. So if you haven't checked out my part one of Oy Vey, please do. Amongst the subjects I covered earlier today, whether or not Jasmine has a new boo, there's word on the street that Gino caught her cheating with a trainer at Planet Fitness back in December and threw her out. I call BS on it, so check out my video to see why. And like I said, Danielle took over Johan's IG on Monday night, and boy, did she have a lot of things to say. So if you haven't checked that out already, please do. And Sophie's friend Kay took to her IG story to clarify that she is strictly dickly. And to bring that point across, she must have said dick at least 20 times in about 20 seconds. So check out part one. Now, like I said, Danielle went in on Johan big time. She took over his IG. She, blew up his spot, demanded her divorce. It was a video that Johan put up that apparently triggered her. So today, Danielle went on live on her account to explain why she decided to do what she did yesterday. Once again, check out part one of my Oy Vey for the first live. Now, I would like to thank IB Trash Talking for sending this to me because I totally missed this live because I was recording my video about her first live. So check this out, guys. This is some hot tea. Danielle, that was a gangster move. I got to give it to you. Okay, that was a total gangster move what you did. Now, let's hear her reasons why.
And making everyone else around me feel comfortable and being the nice one and being the diplomatic one and never defending myself. It's something that I've been working on for a really long time because I very, very rarely defend myself. I deal with things on a daily basis with this man. This is not like out of sight, out of mind. There's a lot of shit that happens that I don't share. And I have receipts and receipts and receipts and stacks of things that I could use to refute every single negative thing that has been said about me.
And I'm sure you do, Danielle, because you seem like that type.
Now, boundaries, you guys are equating my relationship with my husband. We are public figures. That is a very different relationship from your relationship.
I wouldn't exactly call you guys public figures, but you were on TV.
You might also be married to or have been married to a narcissist. My first question to you is, were you also on TV? Because adding the television element adds a whole other dynamic to the relationship that doesn't exist in non-TV relationships. Okay, so I have had some people offer me some advice in DMs, which would be completely applicable if we were a normal couple who were not on reality TV, but there are some complications that exist as a result of us being public figures. So what I want to share is yesterday, the reason why I went into Johan's account, which by the way, is my account. I created the account. It was created with an old phone.
So technically you didn't hack his IG. Okay, I got it.
Number. It is my account. I made it for him because he asked me to, and I have asked him to take over this account and take back this account forever. He doesn't want to because he doesn't want the responsibility, or he doesn't want me not to see his messages. Whatever the issue is, I have told him. He has been told multiple times, everyone knows that I can see his messages. He refuses. Every time I turn notifications off, he turns them back on. So I don't know how he knows how to turn notifications on and off, but he doesn't know how to change his password.
Okay, that doesn't make sense because if you know how to turn on on and off notifications, it should be easy to figure out how to change your password. So I get you on that, Danielle.
And that is not about me. There's nothing I can do for that. TV, thank you, Jessica, adds a huge element. TV couples and real life couples, they're very different. I can't deactivate the account because he attached it to his Facebook. So I would have to log in with his Facebook, which I don't have his Facebook password. So I've tried that.
Now, all this sounds way too complicated for me. She started the IG using an old phone number, but excuse me, it's connected to his Facebook, and she can't deactivate it unless she gets into his Facebook. This is where the boomer Karen in me and my brain starts exploding. I don't get it.
I don't, and I also, like, that's shitty to do to him. So, like, in the past, I didn't want to do that. At some point, I'm going to have to, like, delete it from my phone. I don't really know how, but I'm going to figure it out because it's attached to my accounts, but his Facebook, and I don't really know how. The goal was when I went to DR to pick up all my shit to get my divorce, I would sit there with his phone and my phone and solve the problem. Make sure that everything on his phone is working so that I can delete it from my phone. That's the goal. But
that makes sense.
I was not able to do that. We have been arguing on a daily basis about various things, but mainly the fact that he keeps promising me that he's going to do this thing for the divorce, and then he doesn't do it, which is not surprising. What I was frustrated about yesterday was he posted that video, which I didn't see. Ruben the Cuban had sent it to me. He said
Ruben the Cuban sent Danielle the video. Ruben the Cuban stirring the pot. It gets messier and messier.
Piece of shit for making this video. I was in the middle of working. I said, what does the video say? I didn't even understand the song because I didn't really have the wherewithal to pay attention. So when Ruben the Cuban told me what the song said, I said, this motherfucker. And I went over to his Instagram and I went and posted a story on his Instagram. Because one thing that he is not going to do is torture me on a daily basis, make it very hard for me.
So Danielle probably wouldn't even have seen the video. I'm sure someone would have sent it to her eventually, but Ruben the Cuban stirring the pot. Gotta love it.
To get the things that I need, even though I've done nothing to him ever. I've never done anything to hurt him. I've never cheated on him.
And by the way, guys, if you want to see the video that she's referring to, check out my part 1 of Oy Vey that I uploaded earlier today. It's in there.
I've never lied to him. I've never stolen anything from him. I've only tried to make his life better and not harder. And I really have gone out of my way and been very kind. I could be very disrespectful to this man on a daily basis. I could put him on blast on a daily basis. I could put all his hoes on blast on a daily basis. I don't do that. I get up every day and I do my work. But there are still things, because we are married, because all my shit is there, because we're on TV, there are still other things that come up. That all of those problems will be solved once I am divorced. With all the screenshots you got from his Insta messages, will that finally help push the divorce forward? No, he's always known that I could see his messages. He's always known that. This isn't news to him. It's not like he found out yesterday that I'm in his Instagram. Here, it is on my Instagram. Here, it is on my accounts. It's always here. Always here.
Pulling out the phone.
It is one of my accounts. It's just all automatically there. So he knows that. Very aware. He also knows that I see all of his messages. He knows that there are things that are screenshotted because they're things that will protect me in the future. I don't share them with anyone else, but there are times, like last night, where I had to be very specific about the receipts that I have to prove the things that people are saying about me are not actually true. Because I'm tired of sitting back and allowing people to make up these stories, completely fictional stories that are rooted in zero evidence, and I just take it because I'm a yogi, because I'm spiritual, because I'm the better person. There's nothing better about that. If you are in a war and someone is trying to fight you, you defend yourself. I am defending myself. Okay? You are not.
She's at war with Johan and she's defending herself.
Not going to make disrespectful videos about me because I have done nothing to you. And if you do, you're going to suffer whatever the consequences are of that. Whatever I decide they are that day. If you don't want heat, make a video about your mama, make a video about your brother, make a video about some other bitch, but you're not going to do it about me and expect there not to be consequences of that. I do not come
and make a video about your mama, your brother, or some other bitch. Okay.
for you, ever. I let you live your life. As a matter of fact, the only reason you even have TikTok, and you guys all see that he's been posting TikTok, and he's like, how do I do that? I said, you have to get 1,000 followers, and then I'll battle with you. Like, I've been helping him. So the only reason he's even showing up on social media is because I supported him. But then after I support him, he does something mean. This is a narcissistic pattern that is very customary. This is how it works. Again, once I have a divorce, this will no longer be an issue. The idea that I am bitter, the idea that I am jealous, the idea that I'm hurt, none of those things are true. I moved on. What I want not is a relationship with this person. What I want is a divorce. So I'm going to explain to you why he won't give me the divorce. Because it gives him power. He knows that I am not going to enter into another relationship until I have a divorce. He knows that energetically, spiritually, it is very important to me that I cut that cord before I bring someone else into my life.
Okay, that makes sense.
He knows that. And so the fact that I am sitting here single because he's refusing to give me a divorce gives him power. It's part of his sickness.
Okay, well, Danielle, I understand what you're saying, that you just want someone else to take care of things for once. She posted this in her stories, and I covered it in my last video. And Danielle, I totally get you. As someone who is the handler of things myself, I get it, just wanting to have one thing handled by someone else. But you see by now that Johan is not going to handle your divorce. So unfortunately, you may not want to do it, and you don't like doing it, but this is going to be one more thing that you're going to have to handle. Sorry to say it, girl, just my opinion.
So it's not like he wants to be married to me, or he wants a green card, or he wants any of the things that anyone thinks. It's strictly power. It's strictly narcissistic personality disorder. He checks every fucking box. And that isn't my diagnosis. That is a therapist's diagnosis. So I really don't want to hear that I'm hard on him, that I'm controlling, that I'm hijacking his page, that I give a fuck about what he does with who.
So there you go. You heard it from Danielle herself. Okay. She just wants her divorce. She doesn't give a fuck about Johan, who he's talking to, who he's not talking to. Just don't disrespect her with your stupid videos, Johan. Okay. Or you're going to face the consequences. And thank you to Ruben the Cuban for pointing out what Johan was doing and stirring the pot, so we get all this drama. Thanks, Ruben. Now, moving on to the TikTok live that truly made my stomach turn. Okay. We have Angela, her moderator, Mama Deb, and yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. Usman, Soldier Boy, who has previously called Angela the devil, was on her TikTok live. And of course, wherever Usman is, Kimberly is not so far behind. So of course, Kimberly jumped on, and then later on, Tyree jumped on. But I just want to share this little clip from this live. I mean, I'm going to share two clips, but this one I found highly amusing because first of all, Usman is openly flirting with Angela, which makes my stomach turn. Okay. And remember that whole, beef that Angela had with Kim for following Michael and threatening her pillow talk job. And remember that drunken rant? Yeah, she mentioned me in there too, and Kelly and Jamal. Yeah, well, anyway, Angela forces Kim to apologize to her instead of Angela apologizing to Kim. And let me just play this clip, okay? Because sometimes I feel like I'm like in the Twilight Zone. Okay, so check this out.
1 second,
okay,
like,
you guys should get your ass back to Nigeria.
You can't
Let's
just
make it
have
happen.
two. You gotta have a whole line of them.
I'm going back to Nigeria, me and Kim. Listen,
Yeah,
sister
you guys
wives.
go to Nigeria. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, and then
Let's
listen,
go.
because I like to sing and dance, and Kim, she can stay home and cook the food.
So they're discussing that Kim and Angela are going to be sister wives for Usman. Kim is going to be the first wife, and Angela is going to be the second wife. And Usman is loving all of this. I mean, even though he's called her so many names in the past, referred to her as the devil, but hey, he's getting attention. So
And plan all the plans, and me and husband are going
Yummy.
And clean the
I'll
house.
get the yummy. I'll be the yummy wife.
But
You
you know
can
that.
cook
But
the
you know that.
food.
But Kimbali, did you tell her that I'm alone? Do you think you guys can handle me?
Do you see I'm not stressed at all now? Look, I
do you think you guys can handle me?
have no wrinkles on my forehead. I'm telling you.
I mean,
Is that from no stress or Botox? Just asking.
like I can be so pain in the ass. If can you guys? I mean, can
Honestly,
you?
it's sad
Angela, can you
because
take it?
you'll fall in love with me because Kim already loves me, and she's strictly dickly.
Yeah.
I just want
I
to
love
know.
you guys too. Thank
Kim,
you so
Kim,
much.
Kim,
Thank you,
Kim's
guys.
my sister wife. Does that mean we all three share a bed? I don't understand how that works.
Hell
No,
no.
Ugh. The three of them sharing a bed, I just want to vomit in my mouth.
No, I have
Why?
to the house right now. When you
Hold
come,
on,
no
I'll be
issue.
right back. Hold on.
Takashi's
You
slow
gotta
walk is getting on my nerves. Lay down. My dog is so big, he jumps up here, he's going to pop my implants one day.
Thanks,
Heads up
Karen.
on
TMI, Angela.
the bed.
Angela, when are you coming? When are you coming to
You
Nigeria?
guys all vote
keep
tonight.
keep Kimbali aside. Keep
Number
Kimbali
11.
aside. When are you coming to
Martin.
Nigeria?
I don't, you know,
Oh, I
after the
hear that.
experience I had, I really
Okay.
don't.
No,
wanna
you
go
coming
back.
for me. Keep Kimbali aside. Let's just forget about Kimbali.
Give
When are
me,
you
give
coming?
me a go, I go. We'll go.
So do you see this? Usman is flirting with Angela, saying, oh, let's forget about Kimberly. Let's put Kimberly aside.
We'll go and
Interesting.
light it
Angela
up.
and Kim take Nigeria.
Angela
No,
and
let's
Kim
keep
take
Kimbali.
Usman.
Kimbali says she's not for anybody. So she's saying that
No.
That's because she still loves you. I don't care what she says.
you still love me. Is that true?
Yes, she does. You
Oh, she's blushing.
can't get real love. True love doesn't just fade out in a minute.
Do you?
Even if
No,
you're
it doesn't.
mistreated.
Kimbali, you don't?
Kimberly.
Oh no, I still love you. I tell everybody.
Oh, that's all you have to do, Usman, is do the Kimberly. And there she goes, practically dropping her panties. Just kidding.
That, but we just can't be together. But I love you. Oh my God.
You can love
She's
and not be
blushing.
together.
She's blushing. Listen. The only thing about it is I know I get more attention because I'm a tensioner. Like Usman, he has to have attention. I do too. And Kimberly's the one that keeps the calmness going because she doesn't care. She gets.
So you and Usman are both attention whores. Got it.
Okay, Miss Angela, while we're on this live with 964.
Now listen very carefully to this part, okay? Because I just want to make sure that I'm not smoking too much weed. Listen very carefully.
People, I want you to apologize to me for doing that fucking live against me. That was mean.
I done apologize, didn't I? No, you all apologized to me. I'm the one you
did.
love.
I did.
She did.
I did.
Hang
I
out
did.
with you,
I
and
did,
we
though.
smoked all the cigarettes and drank wine all night. And I talked to Usman because you asked me to.
I did. I was trying to be the peacemaker, but me and Angela are good
That's
now.
what I
asked
Too
you
said.
to
bad.
talk
She's
to
the
me.
calm one.
Too
Did she
bad.
ask you? Wait, Kimbali, do you ask?
So Kim asked Angela for an apology for going off on her during that drunken rant of a live of hers, where she basically threatened Kim's job. And it seems to me that Angela didn't apologize to her and actually deflected and had Kim apologize to Angela instead. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe it's just me. I smoke too much weed, but yeah.
Ask Angela to talk to me.
Yeah, remember in the
That's a
hotel?
tell-all.
Remember she told you. She
Oh,
said,
I
"Husband,
remember
be
that.
nice." Angela said, "There's no cameras." She said, "I asked her to talk to you on a
I
peaceful
remember
level."
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember. But still, yet, like I was thinking, you talking about the live that we're having now. I was like, you just fall in love with me and you tell me to come on. That was why.
Who, me? Husband,
Yeah.
I've been in love with you since I met you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's it. You guys need your own show. That's it. Nothing else.
Do you know this is
Right.
going to be screen recorded so many times? It's like this is like
Okay,
Well, we
get
might as well
somebody-
come out and let them know that me and Kimberly's been talking about this. As long as she does the cooking, I'll be the fun girl. Because I think I'm 30 anyway. I'm a young soul, and I love to dance, and I'll be his backup singer.
So
I said I would die for.
Okay. So, yes, Kim, you are absolutely right. It was screen recorded, but not because it was the best live in the world, okay? Because I couldn't believe what the fuck I was seeing. And Michael, for himself, posted to his story, praying for everyone who feels overwhelmed with work, love, life. Be gentle with yourself and take one day at a time. You got this. And try to make $1 on TikTok. Okay. Michael's doing TikTok battles. He's doing cameos. He's trying to make some of his own money. I mean, do you blame him after all those years of not receiving money due to him from Angela for all of his time on 90 Day Fiance? Just saying. So Michael's trying to collect a bag on social media. And back to that live with Angela, Usman, and Kim. And Kim just felt the need to badmouth Michael. 1 minute she's following him, quote, to be messy, and the next minute, I'm just gonna let you guys hear this. So ridiculous.
Is that the real husband? I said I'm gonna blow these people's mind, right? Right now I got enough going on. I don't have time to argue with
No,
people.
I think it's good. And it was funny because somebody sent it to me and I was like, fuck, let me get on the phone.
I don't. I got
I'm the
enough.
moderator for Usman and Angela. I've always been the moderator. So
Well, I got enough going on in my life with hate. I don't need to carry on hate when it could be misunderstandings. Like I told Usman, I don't like how I did.
Oh, now it's been all a big misunderstanding with Usman. You didn't want Michael anywhere near Usman. You were ripping them from sea to shining. See, calling both of them Yahoo boys. But now it's all a misunderstanding. Okay.
And I don't. But at the end of the day, I got enough in my plate, and like we never know what's going on. Like I didn't know till y'all said it that he was telling all that shit to the tell-all. I didn't know. I just thought I was told he would. Y'all were
Can I say that right now? Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, because that's past the past tell-all.
Oh, you're allowed to say it, Kim, because it happened in the past. So come on, Kim. Let's hear your story about Michael at the tell-all.
Everybody should know this, that after my mom passed away, I went to Nigeria to be with Usman and his family. It was not recorded, okay? Michael contacted Usman and was like, hey, me and Angela are split up right now. I need to get on Cameo,
Lies.
blah, blah, blah.
That
Told
was
us
in
all these lies
2022,
about
guys. So we're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, this was during our...
This is in the past, guys, so don't worry. They're allowed to talk about it. And remember, she's the queen of TLC. So whatever says goes. Remember that?
season. This was a year and a half ago. So we went on a video chat with him, right? With Michael on an IG video chat, and he was telling us Angela took his money and Angela took his phone and all this stuff. So we believed him. So that's when Usman was starting to like kind of act
Yeah,
out
and I didn't know on
about
mine.
Angela. Yeah,
I
we
didn't
didn't know. So
until
we
the
didn't
tell-all
know.
when
And
Kim
then,
stood up and said, "You're a liar. You told
yes.
Usman."
So then at the tell-all for Happily Ever After, for our tell-all, when she came in hot with Usman, it's because she didn't know that part of it.
I didn't know none of them because he was telling me the opposite.
After Angela walked off set, I went to our producer, and I was like, "Can I talk to Angela privately? Like, I need to talk to her." And of course, they weren't going to get that without being cameras. And I was like, "I don't care if the cameras come or not." So I went to Angela's dressing room. This bitch had a queen's crown and a princess tiara, and was like, "You're not the queen. You're not the queen. You're the princess." But whatever. It was funny. It was funny. It was really funny. But I told her what he had said because I was like,
I knew
"Well,
none
this
of
is
it.
why
He
that
always
this
blames
is
everybody
why. He
else.
told us that Angela was stealing all of his cameo money, that she wouldn't let him get on camera. Little to be known
I
that
put
we
him on
didn't know he was cheating on her the whole time.
So what does Angela taking Michael's money have to do with Michael cheating on her? Angela's still taking his money. If this money is due to him for services that he provided, whether it be on 90 Day Fiance or Cameo or whatever the case may be, and Evangela's keeping his money, that is one issue, and the cheating is another issue. Okay, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I could be crazy, but this is how I see it. Okay, Kim, what does one issue have to do with another? Asking for myself.
And when we found that out, and it wasn't, they didn't show it, but when we
They
showed
showed some of it because Usman said, I didn't know
That's
you
right.
piece of shit.
Yeah, and he was crying. Usman was crying. He had tears in his eyes. He was
Yeah,
so
he really
upset.
was. Yeah, he was.
And he was so upset because we felt dumb. Like, this man lied to us too. You know what I mean? So I just,
If
ever
Kim
since
hadn't have
then,
said it, I would have never known it. That's why I had hostility. Well, because Lisa, because I love Lisa, and y'all know that. And but then it's okay. You ain't gonna like who I like, and you ain't gonna like who you like. But
Of course, she has to say she loves baby girl Lisa because she knows that baby girl Lisa's head is probably exploding right now. But that's a whole nother story.
um, the lies I put up with, and then that's why I was so protecting him, because I know how he is, and these people don't. Just like now, everybody's listening. I don't care. Listen, I have no problem telling the truth, and I have no problem saying I was wrong. You know, but when Kim told me that, I fucking, it's when I have a nervous breakdown. I'm like, you're kidding me, like seriously.
yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was. I felt bad for
And
Angela
then,
too.
and then
On
he
that
sat
stage.
there on the tell-all and wouldn't say nothing. And Kim said, "Don't flick your teeth, because you're just a liar." He wouldn't. He didn't tell Kim she's lying. He didn't tell her to hush. He didn't tell Usman that.
I just want to know, what does Angela keeping his money have to do with cheating? Are they two separate issues? Because in my eyes, they are two separate issues. We have Angela withholding Michael's money and Michael cheating on her, whether it was online cheating, cheating physically, whatever the case may be. In my eyes, these are two separate issues.
He got caught because Kim
And
said
he
no.
couldn't,
That
say,
ain't what
he
he
couldn't
said.
say anything because I kept sticking his feet to the fire, right? And he
Yeah,
couldn't say
Kim
anything. I'm
was
like, why
pissed
did you
that
lie
she
to me?
lied
Like,
to
I
us.
was, yeah, I was in Nigeria sitting next to Usman like this, talking to you on a video screen. And what kind of got me mad was like, when my segment came on, Angela was the only one that understood how I felt about Usman. She's always been the only person that understands.
Love,
And
love
people
don't
don't
go
get that,
away.
you know?
Love
So,
don't
yeah.
go away. It's all.
Mm-mm.
But that's it. We're allowed to say that part because it's past, and the tell-all was, nothing future we can talk or what's going on now. That's it.
So we
So
had a
when I
ball
know,
that night. Angela kept me up to like
oh
4 in
God,
the
me and
morning.
Kim had a ball. We had a ball. Everybody else was in drama, and me and her was just going outside and doing it. And we,
Smoking and
Kim,
going and
I was
drinking.
riding
And then
Kim's back. She was riding mine, and they're like, "Y'all come here." We're like, "No, we're having fun."
we were having a good time. And so then we went back to my room because, they did a scene of me and Angela. We stayed in my room. And let me tell you, Angela may get a bad rep, but I'll never forget that next morning because I was leaving first. I left first, right? I had to get on the flight first. And she knocked on my door with Starbucks. And I'll never forget that about her, So she's a good egg, you know?
I mean, even though she threatened you, your job on Pillow Talk, called you Two-Face. What the hell did she call Kim again? Yeah, but she's a good egg. She's a good egg. Michael was not happy. Michael said, I don't talk about you. Please do not talk about me. Trashy attention seekers, shaking my head. Can't wait to tell my side, and I cannot wait to hear Michael's side. Exclusively here. Angela's slander of Michael. Now, in my opinion, okay, guys, Angela going on TikTok and making these videos and calling Michael all these names, okay, calling him a liar, a scammer. She did this video where she says, yeah, some way for a fine Christian to act cheating on your wife, make her out to be the villain, break her heart and punish her for reacting. You're not an American, scammers. I mean, she's calling him all these names, accusing him of all these things. I mean, isn't that slander, guys? And in case you're wondering, I'm still on her mind. She posted this today. Okay. I don't know what the fuck she means. I guess she's talking about the people surrounding her. Um, Deflecting once again. I don't know. But I'm gonna keep saying this. Angela, you dumbass. Kibbles and bits is dog food. And trust me, there is no kibbles and bits in this house because my cat only eats Fancy Feast, okay? But it's fucking dog food. Unfortunately, Angela was in my city. Here we see her in Times Square, okay? And she's in Hazelhurst hanging out with the police. So you better watch out, Michael, because she hangs out with the police. Anyway, moving on. Lauren and Alex, okay? They are adorable, hanging out in New York, okay? Alex embarrassing Lauren by falling asleep in public at the restaurant where they were eating and using his jacket as a pillow, okay? And speaking of New York, a lot of cast members were in New York the past 2 weeks or so. Like I said, Lauren and Alex, Patrick and Thais, even Jasmine with her hard hands in Times Square. Now, speaking of Jasmine, make sure you check out my Oy Vey Part 1 as to whether or not she has a new boo. Colty, he had a question and answer sesh on IG, which was very cringe, but kind of informative, you can say. So the first question is, how are you feeling? And he used a Spock meme to say, tell her I feel fine. Biggest regret, not taking Dr. Shaquille O'Neal's suggestion on investing in Google. Okay. What was your greatest experience in Brazil? Barbecue meat, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the two other words. Okay. Now, this is where it gets very, very cringe. How big is it? Anyway, what advice would you give your old self? I don't get the tarot cards, but the fool's journey is a metaphor for the journey through life. Each stage and experience that a person must incorporate to realize his wholeness. Okay, at least he posted a picture of his cute doggy. Okay. Are you gonna go back to 90 Day Single Life? He decides to use a Willy Wonka meme to say, no, I've already been there. Do you regret going on 90 Day Fiance? I don't think things through. I feel them through. And I know half the time I might not land right. And maybe there's a pleasure in that. But in my life, I have to say that served me well. When you're this old guy dying, you don't want to say, I wish I had done that and that. In my case, I did it. I did all the things other people would just regret that they didn't try. Because in the end, you die. You don't get any rewards for just being conservative. And he has the tarot card of death. Okay. Okay, Colty. I get what you're saying. Danielle, bless your heart. That's all I have to say is bless your dear heart. Okay. Corey and Evelyn. Corey and Evelyn celebrated their 10-year anniversary. They're in Aruba with family. Okay. And Corey is looking good. I gotta admit it, he's looking good. Now, I just want to say I have connections to Kyle. Okay. Now, I released my membership video to the public yesterday. Kyle Gordy and his sperm donor buddies. If you haven't checked it out already, please do. Now, I guess, well, first of all, before I get into Kyle, I want to thank Joan, okay, for bringing this to my attention. I did not know this. and I passed it on to my fellow content creators, your Wet Sock, Moving Mad, Dan the Soap Dirt Dish Guy. I mean, one thing I could thank Kyle for is that we have formed like this community, like anti Kyle and his bullshit, and we all like talk to each other and compare notes on what's going on with him. So that is one thing I am grateful for, because I look up to these content creators, and I am so happy to be able to communicate with them and give information and get information and things like that. So thank you, Kyle, for that. And thank you, Joan, for letting me know about this. Now, Kyle, I don't know if this is you or a bot or some idiot who decided to pretend that they're you, maybe one of your idiot buddies, like Joe Donor, perhaps. I don't know. But what I do know is that this account made disgusting anti-Semitic remarks under my video, was in the comments of my live. I dropped the link for them to come up if it was Kyle, Joe Donor, whoever the fuck it was, but they didn't take the link. They continued to insult me and Kelly, and that's when I booted them from my live. So whoever this person may be, whether it's Kyle, a bot, or one of his idiot friends that he sends to do his dirty work, this account was created yesterday, okay? And I would like to thank my newest member, Menopausal Queen, for sending me this info. So this was created basically yesterday. And Kyle, I just want to say, dude, I have connections too. Okay. I know, you have this habit of doxing people, and I know that you have actually thrown personal information in other content creators' faces. You're throwing fake news about yourself on Reddit threads, trying to bait people into spreading the fake news so you could sue for defamation. And I have a gut feeling that you have my phone number. But Kyle, it's all good because you have connections. I have connections too. Okay. Just saying. So, Kyle, we're a strong community. We have many resources, many connections. Don't fuck with us. Okay. If you couldn't take the criticism, then why the fuck did you go on Love in Paradise? Just saying, dude. Just saying. So before I wrap up this part 2 edition of Oy Vey, I told you I had so much tea. It is like overflowing. Let's wrap up with some miscellaneous updates. All I have to say is Liz, she's fucking glowing. Okay. She's hot. Okay. I have to admit, Liz is fucking hot. And Jason, you better keep that smile on her face. That's all I'm saying. Emily, she is gorgeous no matter what. Okay, she is like a real woman. You know what I mean, guys? She's had 3 kids. She has some weight on her. And you know something, Emily? I think you're gorgeous just the way you are. Now, Veronica wishing happy birthday to her adorable nephew. Julia wants to know whether or not we like bright nail colors. Ziad has cleaned up his act and he is looking damn good, if I may say so myself. Mike Burke with his fiance. And before I wrap up this edition of Oy Vey, I just wanted to say my teacup has been overflowing, but I am so happy to spill it with you guys. I see all your comments. I appreciate your support, and mwah, I love you all. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you don't already, and share my video with a friend or 10. See you next time, everybody. Good night.